my camera just went black. Like, it just went black. I don't understand what's going on. Hi everyone, my name is Femi Beatrice, and earlier this year I was looking forward to buying like an action camera. It wasn't necessarily like an action camera. I just wanted a camera that would kind of help be my second camera and also help with like giving POV kind of shots. Anyway, while I was doing my research, I got like really intrigued by the DJI's ecosystem. And at first, I was torn between buying the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Finally, I went with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, and that's because people were saying the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 was quite fragile, and especially because of the gimbal function that comes with the Pocket 3, you really had to be like very careful when you were shooting with it in public, and you don't want it to fall down. The DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, on the other hand, he was marketed as a rugged camera. I mean, it's an action camera. So I did buy the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I really loved it when I bought it. And I also invested in like a lot of, accessories that came with it. I was really invested in it, and honestly, I did like it. So earlier this week, now I bought the camera in June, and now we are in October. Earlier this week, I did turn on my camera and the screen was black. I'm going to try to show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's turn it on. Can you see this? So it's like the interface is working, but the camera itself is not working. So whatever picture you're seeing there is my phone's camera. The camera is black. I don't understand. What is going on? So this is what happened. Like, at first when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? I wanted to panic, but then I was like, that is why we have Google and YouTube. And it's not a battery problem, because if I press my battery here, you can see, let me press it again, that it's 63%. So after a while of trying to calm myself down and telling myself not to panic, I Googled the problem. So I typed on Google, my camera is black, I own the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, but it's black. So I saw a Reddit post talking about this exact same problem. And the only problem with that Reddit post was like, the person, said, oh, this is what happened to my camera, but nobody on the post was able to like offer him any proper solution. So from Google, I moved to YouTube. Typed the same thing on YouTube. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anybody with this exact same problem, but I found someone who was, like an expert that was talking about a similar problem. In his own video, he said what to do when your DJI camera, Osmo Action camera, doesn't come on. Thankfully, he mentioned some troubleshooting things that one could do. So the first thing he suggested was that make sure that your batteries were fully charged. And honestly, on that day, my batteries were fully charged. Then he suggested like switching the batteries. So I removed this battery, well, the battery that was in at the time, and then I switched it for another battery. And honestly, when I did switch the batteries, the camera started working. I even did like a 15 minutes video or something like that with the camera. So I was like, oh, maybe it's that battery. Maybe that battery is no longer working or something like that. But some hours later, when I would try to use my DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro camera again, it came on the same way. So interface is working, but the camera is not working. So I was like, okay, what else can I do? Then it occurred to me that perhaps it's the SD card that I had inside the camera. Could it be that the SD card was corrupted and it kind of also corrupted the camera? I removed the SD card for a while and then I turned on the camera again, but same thing. Interface is working, but the camera itself is not working. Then I went back to that video, watched it again. The guy also suggested like a factory reset. I did do a factory reset, but still nothing. And then I tried the last option he mentioned in that video, and the option was to update your firmware. So I tried updating the firmware and it was downloading, and I think it stopped at about 50 or 60%, and it told me, oh, download failed. So I was like, okay, I'll try to update it sometime again. I tried to update it again, but it just kept failing and it wouldn't update the firmware. So the last option mentioned in the video was to contact DJI support. Before I contacted DJI support, I also checked TikTok to see if anybody had a similar problem. And I did find a video with someone with a similar problem, but no solution as always, even though somebody did suggest in that person's video to contact DJI support. So I contacted DJI support. Unfortunately for me that night, I think it was like 10 p.m. or something at this time in the night. And they told me, oh, they only opened from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I had to wait till the next day to wait for them to get back to me. Well, it's not like the DJI support won't answer you at 10 p.m. But by that time, you'll be talking with only like a chat bot. So I wanted to talk with like a real personnel who will be able to answer my problems. So I did contact the DJI support the next day, and after first speaking with the chatbot, they did refer me to a personnel, and the person asked me to do a video to show like what the problem was. I think I did like a 10-second video showing them like what was happening with my camera, and they also tried to help me troubleshoot. So the person said to check if there was anything obstructing the camera itself. Did I have like any ND filter on? I was like, no, I don't have any ND filter on. The person also suggested trying to open the camera protector or the lens protector to see if there was anything blocking the lens itself. Funny thing is, I've done this before, but ever since I started having this problem, I just couldn't open this lens protector. It just became so hard, and I didn't want to spoil the camera, so I've just left it alone. So I told them that, oh, I couldn't open the lens protector to see if there's anything in particular blocking the lens. But from what I can see, I don't think there is anything blocking the lens. So they said, all right, just move on. Then the person asked me to do a factory reset, but then I told them that, oh, I've done a factory reset before. It didn't work the first time. So she was like, oh, if it didn't work the first time, it's fine. She then said I should try to update my firmware. So I went again, tried updating my firmware, and this time, what I noticed is when I connected my camera to my phone via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and to the Mimo app, the updates, well, let's say updates button, but where the update shows on the screen, it will appear for a while and disappear for a while, appear, disappear, appear, disappear. Finally, so I told the lady what was going on. So, and there was this thing popping up also on my Mimo app saying that my current version of the Mimo app was not supported. So I told the support person what was going on, and she was like, oh, I should make sure like I had the correct Mimo app. So she sent me like the direct DJI link. But even when I pressed the link, it still led me to the App Store, which was where I downloaded my Mimo app, and they weren't asking for any updates or anything like that. So she said, oh, okay, no problem, just to see if I can update it. Finally, I was able to update my firmware, downloaded, and then it installed. And even the camera itself did acknowledge that the firmware had been updated, but still, same thing. Camera was not working and interface was working. So she asked me for my serial number. I'm not sure where exactly she must have checked when she checked for my serial number. And she was like, she thinks the only thing that I would be able to do at this point is to send this camera back to DJI. So she sent me a link, and to follow that link, follow the instructions, and then they will send me an address that I could send my camera to. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to send my camera back to DJI, and hopefully when it comes back, this is resolved, because I'm not sure what exactly is going on. I'm tempted to follow some other YouTube videos where they actually open the camera up. But then I'm sure if I open the camera up, my warranty would be invalid, because I have now tampered with, the way the camera was set up. So I think it's better if I send to DJI and see what they can do. By the way, when I bought the camera, apparently I think I have 1 year warranty on this camera. I might be wrong, but I think it was 1 year or 2 years warranty on this camera. Because when she asked me to send it in when the support personnel said, oh, you'll have to send this camera into DJI for repair, I was like, is it free? Are they going to, charge me? But she was like, no, it's going to be free, and they will see what they can do to help me with my camera. So that's it, guys. I'll be updating you about what happens after this. But yeah, just want to show you guys this is what's going on with my camera. Funny thing is that every other thing is working. So if you can see every other thing is working, you can go to settings. Let's go to settings. Everything is working. The interface is working. Like the only thing that is not working is the camera. Like you can even like see the storage in there. So every other thing is working. The only thing that's not working is just the camera. It's black. So, and I just feel like, I really invested in this camera because I thought this would be my camera. This would be my, action camera. And I really do like the DJI brand. I like their ecosystem. I'm using the DJI microphone, the Mic Mini, and this is the Osmo Action 5 Pro. And at some point, I thought when I had a little bit more money, I would also invest in like one of their Osmo Pockets. But yeah, I guess this is one of those things. And I just want to say, like, I don't think this camera ever fell, because if it fell from my hand, I'd be like, oh, was it when it fell? It didn't fall. And I've only used it once in like a water situation. And that was because I was trying to film myself when I was like washing my hair. So I was trying to film like a wash day video. And since the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro says that it is water resistant, I didn't even dip it in the water. I just hung it somewhere on the bathroom and was filming my wash day. That was what I did. And even after that, I have used it several times after that wash day video that I filmed. So I don't think that was the problem or anything like that. I've tried to think of what else could it be, but I just can't figure it out. So I'm just going to have to send this into DJI and I'll keep you guys updated so that if you also have the same problem, you know what to do. I'm going to link that video I watched that kind of helped me through the first series of troubleshooting problem in the description below so that you can also watch it. But to be fair, when I did also reach out to the DJI support personnel, she also helped me with like troubleshooting. It's just that I told her, oh, I've tried this and I've tried that and it didn't work. And a huge shout out to their customer service. They're actually really nice and they kind of help you get to the root of the problem. So I give that to DJI. They do have good customer care service. And this is kind of like the second time I'm reaching out to their customer care service. The first time was when I actually tried to buy the camera and there was just a delay in shipping and the person told me, oh, this is what's delaying your shipping, and kind of helped me solve that problem also. So that's it. Initially, I thought I would just like send only the camera, but they did ask that I did send the batteries along and some accessories. Though I didn't want to send these accessories because I don't think this has anything to do with the camera situation not working, but they were like, I can send some accessories. I think the only accessory that might be important is like this charging cable, which I actually use to charge the the batteries, and also use to transfer files from my camera to my laptop. So what else? And they did ask that I remove any non-DJI accessories. So my ND filter is not in the bag, and I've also removed my SD card away from the camera. So I think this is what I'm going to send. First of all, I'm sending it in this bag because I feel like while the camera is in the bag, it's not going to move. Like once I zip it up, it's not going to move. Then I've put it in this cage because I feel like, okay, I mean, I know it's not protecting the camera and the lens itself, but it's just some kind of protection. So that's what I've done, and that's the battery pack. This is the extension rod, and I did buy like a tripod, a mini tripod. So that's that. I think I'll just send. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm sending back to DJI for repairs, and hopefully it comes back to me working well and good. Hello everyone, my my DJI camera is back from repair. So before I open the box up, I sent the DJI camera back to them. I think it spent a week with them. So like from when I sent it to now, it's like a week. So that was quite fast because I thought it would spend like a little bit longer with them. So what happened is I sent the camera back to them. They emailed me when, it arrived at their place, and they were like, it would take about 2 to 3 days for inspection and all of that jazz. They inspected the camera, and then I received a call, I think about 4 days after. I did send it back to them, and they were like, oh, the problem with the camera was that the lens module was faulty. So I'm not sure exactly a lens module is, but I'm just going to assume, maybe it's like all of the lens or something in the lens was wrong with the camera. But they said it's the lens module. So maybe if you are more into photography, you might know what exactly is wrong with it. But they said since my camera was still under warranty, which thank God. So I think the warranty is about 2 years from when you bought your camera. And since my camera was still under warranty, they were going to fix it. So, and they were going to send it back to me. So thankfully, they fixed it for free. If my camera wasn't under warranty, it would have cost about £106.67 to fix it. And I would have had to pay out of my pockets. But thank God, it was under warranty. Even though they've emailed me now that I should get some extra DJI Express care service, something, but I don't know if I'm going to get that. But let's open it up and see if the camera is working. By the way, I should say, like, when I was sending back the camera to them, they asked that I send the batteries along, and they also wanted me to like send any other accessories that I use with the camera. So I'm just going to okay, let's drop that somewhere. Ooh. I'm not sure if this is the same box I used to send it, but it's fine. They've kept the camera intact. I like this, lots of bubble wraps. This is good. No, this is not the same way I sent the camera to them. So that is my whole pack. And oh, yeah. You know what? I remember now. So I remember. The thing is, when I received that call, I was at work, so I was not really listening. I was like a little bit hazy. But I know the lady did say, we are going to replace the camera for you. But in my own head, I thought she meant, oh, we are going to repair the camera for you for free, and then we'll send the camera back to you. So apparently, what she did mean was, we are giving you a new camera. So it must have meant that whatever was wrong with the old camera couldn't be fixed, and they had to send me a new one. I'm kind of getting greedy here. I wish they sent me like, maybe like Osmo Action 6 or something. It doesn't matter. But I got a new camera, guys. This is so nice. And this is nice. This is nice. So, you know what? Let's do the unboxing on camera. Who cares? Because I have to make sure that this is working. And if it's not working, we send it back to them again. Like, how did they? Why is this hard to open? Why is this hard to open? Okay, this is not a proper unboxing video, so I'm just going to slice through. Okay, plastic gun. All right. Oops, my nail. Oops, doo. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys already know what's in here, but yeah, I did get myself a new camera. Ugh, come on. I'm behaving like an Arauco. I should actually be sitting down for this, but it's fine. Yeah, so that's the empty box. And we get the new camera. I guess this is the plastic. So I have two plastic cage. Yeah, and that's the plastic thing. Yeah, should I say if you want, a plastic cage, hit me up? But nah, not yet. Yeah, so guys, thanks DJI, for sending me a new camera, for repairing my old, well, they did not repair my old one, but thanks DJI for, helping me out with my problem. And yeah, guys, so if you are also facing the same problem that I had, I hope my journey would be useful to you. If you have any problem with your DJI and you've watched all the YouTube videos or you've gone on all the Reddit platforms and you can't find anything that is working, hit up their customer care. They are really helpful, as you guys can see. Yay! Yay! Oh, the bliss of a new product. I should actually be sitting down for this and not up and down, up and down. Yay! Yeah, I can skip this part. Yes, I have confirmed that my camera is working, front and back. Please stay with me forever. Don't spoil. Oh. Lens model, do not spoil. We are going to be on this journey together for 5 years, man. Because I bought you with some, significant amount of money. But yeah, literally, I just wanted to share my journey with you guys because I realized there are a couple of people on social media who might be with the same problem, who don't know how to go about this. So if you do have any problem with your DJI camera, please reach out to the DJI customer service. You never know, they'll be of good help with you, especially if your camera is still under warranty. Please reach out to them. I hope this video is going to be useful to someone. Thank you, DJI, and thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. If you want to watch the unboxing of the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, I'm going to link it in the description box. And if you want to watch the unboxing of the DJI Mic Mini, I'm also going to link that in the description box. And as you can see, it's the Mic Mini that I'm using right now. So yeah. See you in the next video, and bye.